Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and I know what you're thinking. Whoa Paige, what's going on? Slow your roll. Things are getting crazy in here. And you're right, things are crazy in here. So this is the look that you clicked on for the thumbnail. I don't want you guys to be misled because if I don't introduce this video, it will make no sense. So what I'm going to say to you is that the first part of this video is all swatches. We swatch everything. We swatch the palette, we swatched all of these new foil plays, we swatched cream eyeshadows, and then at the end of the video we swatch all of these lip tease things. I'm wearing one on my lips right now. We do all of that. That's all great. And then we go into an eye look that involves the color blue. And then from there we play with a ton of different things, and ultimately the eye look does not go as planned and I end up removing it. Now, I left all of that in this video for one reason. I think that it's very critical for you to be knowledgeable, if you will, on how these cream shadows and how these apply on the lids, these foil pigment things. So I left all of it in, although ultimately it is not the look you will be seeing the finished product with. So I did leave all of that in. Now, if you're curious just about this look, go ahead and skip ahead beyond the blue, if you will, and you will see me do and talk about this look. However, I left that part in, like I said, for all of these other products. So if you want to watch through that, great. If not, that is why it might not make sense. If you're like, what the hell is she doing? Where did this come from? What is happening in my life? That is why I wanted to explain it to you guys. So go ahead, jump into the video. I hope that you guys love it. It's a little bit crazy. It's a little disjointed. Things happen. It happens. And I always want you guys to see it. And I always want to be able to be 100% honest with you about products and what happens and my experience. So without any further ado, hop into the video. Welcome to the new hair. This is the first makeup video that I have filmed with it. I hope you guys are loving it. I have posted it all over the place, you guys. There's like a hair in my eye or something. And knowing little one, my evil cat, if you're new to my channel, I have a cat that lives in my room. Like, she's old, she's slightly decrepit, and she never leaves. And by old, I mean I got her, I'm 28, and I got her my sophomore or junior year of high school. So just let that sink in. She's 11 or 12 years old. And she lives solely in my room, never leaves. It's a thing. She has her food, water, cat box, everything is in here. And I'm pretty confident that she gets bored during the day and she places her cat hairs all over, in my eye, on my vanity. I'll be swatching a palette, cat hair on a palette. I itch my nose. There's just hair everywhere. And I'm like, how do you skillfully put your cat hairs all over my body? I don't know. But she's the master. And she also hides things, I'm convinced. But anyways, you guys are not here to hear about my cat. You are here to hear, okay, all about this new NYX palette. You guys, I saw on Trend Mood, NYX released a ton of stuff, and I went and I picked up a shit ton of it, and we are going to talk. The first thing we have is the Swear By It palette, which has just this plastic cover, but it has 40 freaking colors. 40. And I know what you're thinking. Paige, you're going to swatch that for us, right? You bet your ass I'm going to swatch it. I swatched it already. Holy hell, you guys. 40 colors, so we're definitely going to talk about that. And they also released, hold on, I got to pull up my order here. There is a car outside that's so loud I can hear it in my thoughts. But it looks like they also released the Worth the Hype waterproof mascara, some foil play cream pigments, and foil play cream eyeshadows, and full tease, full color lip lacquer. So it looks like I picked up 4 lip lacquers, 4 cream shadows, and holy hell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the cream pigments. My God, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Please don't sneeze. No, I think we're good. Okay, so all of that to be said, you guys, we're going to run through prices. We're going to swatch. We're just going to play around today with all of this new NYX stuff. When I get this eye done, we are going to switch over. I'm going to film another video. I'll pop back on, give you my final thoughts, because I don't film one video in one day. I'm not that lazy, girl. I got stuff to do today. So let's go ahead and bring you guys in. And the first thing I want to show you is the swatches. Now, the way that NYX has chosen to do this palette, these are only numbered 1 through 40. So 1 starting right here, going all the way down, and then boom, this was row 2, and then we loop up here. And I wanted to keep all of these blues next to these greens, these colors, because that's how they're presented in the palette. So as you can see, there's a nice variety of shimmers, duochromes, and matte shades. This guy right here is a beautiful duochrome kind of purple to brown shift that I hope is picking up on camera. but you can see there is a ton of variety. So this is definitely where we are starting today. Yes, yes. And I have also already primed and prepped my eyes today. Obviously, I did my brows off of camera with the ColourPop Bangin' Brunette Brow Pencil. This is like my favorite, my go-to. Use it every day. Love it. And again, color is Bangin' Brunette. It's so fantastic. And I primed and prepped my lids with the Urban Decay Regular Primer Potion. Why is this regular, Paige? You prefer the Eden Primer Potion. It's my favorite because I can't find it. And I found this one, and so I was like, all right, I guess I'll use it. But it's just as good. It just doesn't have like that concealer base to it, so it's all right. And then I did go ahead and set that with some translucent powder, so nothing too exciting there. And the brows, I mean, they're almost, this one's a little high, but like, it's not a big deal. We don't care. I'll sit like this a little bit. It's not a big deal. So let's talk about this palette. You do get 40 shades in here, like I already said. This palette retails for $35. I did get it from the NYX website. I have not seen this yet at Ulta or anything like that. And the pan sizes are 0.03 ounces. You can definitely see here how they organize the color story into like the peachy pink, kind of, you know, the modern Renaissance type vibe over here. And then kind of, well, the soft glam kind of vibe in here, the yellows and the oranges, browns, that whole business. And then over here we get into the greens, blues, and that business. So they definitely were very conscious when they organized this palette to make sure that the stories kind of melded together in rows, which I think is really nice for people that are still trying to maybe figure out what colors go where and how to do what. I think that that was a really nice like addition just for organizing purposes. I loved that. And like I said already, these are 0.03 ounces a piece, which the standard like Urban Decay eyeshadow, if you use that for a reference, is 0.05. So these are not a bad pan size, but they are a little over half of that. But they're also under $1 a piece because there's 40 shadows and it's 35 bucks. So, I mean, as far as what you're getting for the price, I think it's pretty decent. I was kind of shocked personally that NYX released a $35 palette. Is it just me, or has some of their stuff just been like pricey lately? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just because like, Paige, you're cheap, like move on with your life. But I feel like NYX, you know, their palettes used to be really affordable. They used to be all of these things. Sorry, my eye is like, it's kind of watering a little bit and I'm like, stop. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. It's not relevant. As far as the palette, everything swatched okay. There wasn't anything in here that I was like, oh wow, that's so amazing. Some of the mattes swatched better than others, and some of the shimmers swatched better than others. So there was a little bit of inconsistency, but nothing that I was like, oh god, that's so patchy that there's no way that that's gonna blend. So I'm really excited to give these a try. And again, I also picked up the rest of those, which we're gonna get into now. Look at this presentation. Can we just talk about this? They shipped it to me because I bought all these products in here in like this super adorable lace leather, what page are you on, cocaine? This lace bag. It's like this cute little drawstring moment, and it has a little NYX tag right here. Like, I just thought the presentation of this was so damn cute, and I don't know, I just really loved it. Now, as far as these lipsticks, you will see these swatched at the end of the video. They are the Tease lip lacquers. I wore one of these last week and it was really beautiful and super comfortable, so I'm excited to look at these as well. Okay, but we have to get to the other stuff, Paige. Come on now. Oh no, come back. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Whoa. Guys, I almost just about fell out of my damn chair. Oh my god, this is a dangerous business we got going on. So the lip lacquers that we're going to talk about later, they are $7. The cream eyeshadows, which are, oh come on, you big old fat fingers. These are $6, right? Did I read that right? Yes, these are $6, and then these are $7.50. Now, what I'm not understanding, and this is kind of why I wanted to do this on camera, these are called, like, this looks like a MAC, like a loose pigment, right? It's even in this little vial. I have them from NYX, from Wet n Wild. I have them from MAC. Like, they seem like a loose pigment. But in the name, it says that they are a foil play cream pigment. And I'm like, how the hell you putting cream pigments in there like that? Girl, you trying to mess me up? So we need to look at these because I don't have a clue what I want to do for the eyes. This video is going to be about 7 years long because I legit don't know. Like, I don't have a clue what I want to do, because how can I be expected to make a decision when there's so many colors and they're all so beautiful? Like, what am I supposed to do? Okay. Don't act like you guys don't open them like that. I know I'm not the only one. Oh, come on. Is that writing just the cutest little thing you've ever seen in your whole life? Like, why is that so cute? Okay, so this is the color something. Happy Hippie. I don't know what I was reading. This is the shade Happy Hippie, which is a great name for such a beautiful freaking color. Okay. Is there like there's a seal. Oh my God, you guys, I'm never going to get into this. Everybody growing up had these little bird scissors. Don't mind the hair, but everybody growing up had a pair of these little ugly fugly bird scissors, right? I know I'm not the only one. All right, so let's see if we can like dig. Oh my God, I don't know what happened. All right, so let's go ahead and sprinkle this out. You guys, that is so stinking vibrant. Now, when it says cream, I mean, does it like squish in or something? Like, what do you mean by cream? Oh, it does kind of squish down, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, like I just kind of like mashed it into my hand and it turns into like this beautiful moment. But how in the hell, like I had to push on that so hard to get it to dissolve and like be a cream. There's no way you could do that on your eyelid without like ripping your eyelid off. Okay, I think we need to consult the website. It says, let the glam begin with our all-new Foil Play Cream Pigment. From dirty gold to forest green and rusty red, our 12 vivid tones are bursting with a ton of pearl. These loose pigments are also beyond creamy, making them a breeze to blend out or build for a pigment-packed metallic finish. Yep, they're kind of amazing for creating that on-trend foil eye look. Okay. You know what? Okay, let me try another color here because maybe that one was just like a fluke. Okay, man. You know, I just realized all of these are equally wrapped. Oh my God. So this next one is Digital Glitch. Okay, and it's like that same pebbly look. Is there any way? Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to show you guys. See how they're like literally rocks? Like they look like just a shit ton of little pebbles. You can see them kind of falling off. That's the kind of loose we're talking about. So now we're just gonna like, oh wow, okay, these are way different. This one you didn't have to like mash in nearly as much, but look at that. That's so vibrant. Oh my goodness. That's freaking beautiful. Wow, this one is the creamiest yet. That is Pop Quiz. You guys, holy, like, and look at it, keep going. Wow, okay, this one is so creamy. Oh my God. Like you could turn yourself into a gold statue with this thing. This one's my favorite so far. I'm obsessed with how freaking shiny. And what I like too is that as I like rubbed it all over the place, it kind of sheared out. But when it was all centered in the center, it was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like concentrated, and it was really nicely built up. So that's kind of a cool feature of these. I can already tell you that based on what these feel like and how they kind of go on to the hand, I would definitely recommend doing these before foundation. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Ooh, this one's creamy too, you guys. This one is the shade Polished. And this almost has like a beautiful kind of purpley lavender undertone. I cannot believe how beautiful these are reflecting the light. These are so stunning. I mean, before you like mash them up and they look like little pebbles, they're not that fantastic. But this one, like I feel like I could almost use that as like a highlight. Like do one of these, you know? Oh, wait a second. That might actually be like a thing. Okay, obviously I have no foundation on right now. But like, look at that. And just like, ooh, hello. And I'm literally just like barely smearing any on. Hello, beautiful. Oh my gosh, and it's so stinking pretty. I just have to remember to take that off before I put my foundation on, which won't be hard because it looks like I have a streak on my face. So this next one is the shade French Macaroon. Ooh, ooh, look at that like pink sheen. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I know I need to stop saying that. I hope that these apply to the eyes because these are gorgeous. And I really feel like they play beautifully like with this palette, like all these different fun tones. And again, I think I said, I've read it already. They released 12 shades, I believe. Oh yeah, that was a good rip. Right down. That was the first one. It's the last one, but it's also the first one that I've been able to have that good of a rip down the side. That was fantastic. And this last one looks like it's hot pink, and this is the shade Booming. So this one is a little bit scratchier feeling. It's not as silky and as creamy as the other two, or the three that I just did, but it feels pretty good. I'm just building it up a little bit so you can really see the vibrancy. Oh my stink. Like, it's beautiful. You can still see that same reflect to it. Again, it's not as smooth or creamy as a couple of the other ones. So I feel like there's definitely a little bit of difference in consistency for these. But overall, like, they are, look at that. I mean, oh my gosh. Just as like a statement, if you were just like, oh, real quick, da-da-da, and you just wanted to pop on some fun ass color, these are gorgeous. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. And for $7.50, you get all this product, and I use the tiniest amount to do these swatches. Like, you could probably, the amount that I use these swatches to do these, you could probably do like both eyes. So I feel like for the amount of product you're getting, you're probably going to do all right. Okay, so now I did pick up 4 of the Foil Play Cream eyeshadows. Oh my god. I have 4 more swatches to do, and then we will finally be able to get into the eye look. I wasn't going to, oh my, you guys, can you see that texture? Like, hold on. Like, do you see that? They're like legit cream. Oh boy. Okay, well. That's intense. Oh, but it's kind of sheer. Like, it's not giving me... I mean, it's building up okay. That's different. I thought that because these were cream, they would be a lot more opaque. Don't get me wrong. They build up okay. They're not like my favorite, most amazing thing. They feel pretty good. Let me check the website real quick and make sure that these aren't like supposed to do something else. Under description, it says that get starry-eyed with our new Foil Play Cream eyeshadow, a metallic eyeshadow with a soft jelly-like texture and a full foiled finish. Packed with intense pigments, each striking shade delivers rich color and over-the-top sheen. Okay, well that doesn't tell me a ton, but maybe what I'll do is I'll bring you guys in so you can see these ones just a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. You guys, my nose is just so bad right now. Like, what is going on in my life? See how red it is? I don't know what the issue is. I don't have like allergies or anything. My nose just itches. Probably a fucking cat hair. I probably got sniped by my cat. That's the whole thing. I'm looking at you. Sleep good. By the way, that was the shade Steal Your Man, in case you were curious. Shh. And next up we have Smart Mouth, which is like this really nice purple. Okay, this one's not nearly as gooey as that one was. This one is like a lot smoother. Whereas that one had, you know how that one had like you could see kind of the weird texture? This one, not so much. That's so weird. Like, it still is a jelly, but it's not nearly, I don't know. It's not nearly as like loose as that one, but look at how reflective it is. I don't know if that's going to show up. It's not as reflective as the gold, I guess, but it's very beautiful. I think the difference is this one has like almost like a silver white reflect in there, and this one has like just a silver reflect. So it still has that nice metallic to it, but not as intense, but it's still beautiful. And this is the shade, again, Smart Mouth. For some reason there's like a weird number and it says FPCESO, and that's I keep wanting to try and read that, and my brain looks at it and goes, what is this? Oh god, but I'm just an idiot and I can't read. So next. Ooh, now we're back to that same like really more gooey feel of the first one, and like, I don't know, it kind of comes out weird. I don't know. This one is the shade Beauty Buzz, and it's like, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Do you want to be my friend? I love you. Oh my gosh, I love that. You know, guys, all I can ever say is that if you don't like me for who I am, you're really not gonna like my channel because I am so damn weird. Some people really don't like me, but some people love me. Yeah, that's right. I know you do, girl. Aha, sticker. I win. All right, so this is the last one I picked up. It is in the shade Barbecue. Barbecue? I don't know. I thought it said barbecue and I got very excited. Okay, so this one is a lot more kind of gooey like the first one, like these two right here. So really the only one that hasn't had that has been the pink one, and this looks like, very oh my gosh, that one is by far the most opaque like one swipe swatch that I've had so far. The other ones like this gold and then this champagne right here, those two I built it up a little bit. The pink was opaque, but this one is by far the most opaque. Oh my stink. These are gorgeous. Like, holy crap. You guys, I was just sitting here talking to the camera and I said, well, you guys, we're done with that. And oh, God bless you if you made it through. And my camera actually shut off because I've been recording for so long. Like, all of that swatching took like literally like 40 minutes. That is insane. I know for you guys, hopefully it was only a couple of minutes, but good Lord. So here's what my thoughts are. Yeah, the video's done. No, just kidding. However, my shirt is going down so low that my bra was just hanging out. It's not a good look. I'm glad you guys couldn't see that. So let's talk about these products. Here's what I'm thinking. We're definitely going to use these in some way or another. We will be using them all today. Not every color, obviously. I'm thinking we're just going to do like some really fun eye look. I don't know how we're going to apply, like, I don't know how you apply these, but we're going to find out. And I'm just really excited. So let's kind of just start. That's all I got, you guys. That's all I can think of is let's just start and kind of see where we end up. I don't know. Hopefully we go somewhere good. If we don't, well, I don't know what to tell you. Do, 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 do. There is that loud car. I wish that they would buy a damn muffler so I didn't have to beat them. Okay, like I love this really pink magenta color with this really, really bright one that I said I wanted to like cover my face in. I love the two of these together and I think that they would pair nicely on the eye, so we could incorporate both of those. So then like in the crease area, do I want to go with like a blue kind of all over crease moment? Like this guy, hold on. Like maybe this really intense, beautiful blue in the crease. And like, cause look at how beautiful they would look together. You know what I mean? You know what, you guys, we're just going to try it. We're going to go for it and see how it comes together. Now, as you guys also saw at the end of my vlog, which would have went up on Monday, which this will go up, so yesterday. Wow, it took me a minute to get there. If you guys did not see yesterday's vlog, I will link it right up here, or you can scroll backwards and watch it. But at the very end of that, I kind of talked about this guy right here. This is the Sigma Chrome Extravaganza brush collection, and I will be using this a lot in the next few videos because I am working with it, testing it out, and overall just kind of getting to know this brush set. So if you want to know kind of why I got it, what it means to me, because it is relatively significant, go check that video out. But yeah, this is just what I'm going to be using. So if you're like, why is she using all these Sigma brushes? That is why. I'm not saying that I won't use other brushes either, because there's just some brushes that I still love no matter what. Okay, so first up, we are going to go in with the E40 Tapered Blending Brush, again from Sigma. And I kind of want to start off and just go right into it. And I want to go in with this really beautiful shade right here. And that is where we're going to start. Look at, oh, yes. Now, like I said, some of these did swatch good, but I have not used any of these. So they are still very much a first impression. And I'm looking to see, you know, how do they blend? How do they work? How do they layer? How do they work well with each other? That's always a big thing for me. Now, P.S. so far, this blue is absolutely beautiful. You guys were really far away. But this is absolutely stunning. Like, I love this. It shears out. Like, that's all one color. It looks so, so beautiful. And there has been no fallout from this, which I think is really impressive. And it's not patchy. So far, so good. I'm loving this. I'm going to go in and deepen up a little bit lower, and I'm going to go in with this matte navy brown right here. And I am going to be taking this on the Sigma E45, just a little bit more of a defined point to it. And I think that this will work nicely. I loved, one of you commented and you were like, hey honey, like your eye looks will go a lot better if you know, use more than one brush, like 2 or 3 at a minimum. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like my laziness is really starting to show. So today, y'all, girl, this is for you. I'm gonna go back in with that E40, no additional product. And I'm just blending those two blues together to make sure everything looks good and blends in. I'm sorry, you guys, that looks freaking beautiful. Like there is not one bit of patchiness in there. It just is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love these blues. I'm thinking to cut the crease, we're gonna try using this concealer F75, and I'm just gonna go in with this Born This Way concealer. This is the new one that they came out with. Okay, so now that we are to this point, this is where it gets fun. Whoo, girl. So I really want to play with this Booming shade, which we know is going to be gorgeous. But the question, oh, that's the one that stained my hand. The question is, how am I going to apply this to the eye? Like probably with my fingers, right? I would think. I'm just going to like set it on here. And I'm hoping that because this concealer is obviously wet concealer, that it will kind of apply and give that really beautiful sheen. I don't know. Here's hoping. Oh, just dropped it all over my face. Good thing there's no foundation on. Oh my god. Oh yeah, well, okay, I guess we're gonna do the whole lid and then put the other one on top of this. Okay, so very little amount of product, and it actually is working beautifully. Like with the finger, it just with the finger, that sounds so bad, but that looks really stinking pretty. Now as you can see, there is definitely a line that I am not going to get close to with my finger and still be able to keep that cut. So, you guys, nothing can replace my sponge tip applicator. I'm going in with this. I love this so much, and I'm just going to take some of it on the tip, and I am going to work it right on up to that edge right there and keep pressing it in. What I love about the sponge tip applicator, especially these like little triangle ones, is they kind of, because they're squishy, they almost mimic the like how a finger would apply this kind of stuff, but they are able to do it a lot more precisely, which is kind of fantastic. And now I want to go in with some of this NYX cream eyeshadow. This is in Beauty Buzz, and I'm not really sure, like, how do I want to go about this? Do I want to just like, I mean, it's so stunning though. Like, just one more time in case you were wondering, look at that. Do I want to just like apply it with my finger? Do I want it to be really precise? I kind of feel like this is going to go on better with my finger. So I'm just taking that in real quick here. Okay, so because all of these products are oddly creamy, they are starting to like crack underneath of each other. Like they're starting to want to separate, which is kind of annoying. I don't know, again, I'm not sure how well that's picking up, but it is kind of like flaking, chunking, creasing, getting odd. Oh no, that kind of like tanked my whole eye look. So here's what I want to do though. Before I just like scrap all of this and I'm like, F this, da 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 da, I want to take some of that same shade, this cream shadow, because I feel like this is where everything kind of went south. And I want to take it and apply it just on the lower lash line as practice, because I want to see how it applies down there. Like it just gets kind of chunky. Like if you get a chunk of it off and try to like blend it on, it wants to stay chunky. So guys, I'm not really sure where I want to go from here, because I kind of want to give like my eye look a fair shot, but I feel like now like nothing is going to have a very fair shot because it's got that cream on it. All right guys, so we're back to this state, which it took a hot minute to get here. I did go ahead, I re-primed, I re-prepped, and I think honestly for the next part of this video, I really just want to go in and focus on the more wearable parts. And I was thinking about this when I was taking off all of that makeup and really going in. Like this blue and these kind of colors performed beautifully. So did these. And I was like, you know what? Honestly, I really should take a look at this middle section, because so many people are going to be looking at this and they're going to go, oh wow, beautiful pops of color. But this area, like these 3 rows right here, are absolutely stunning. And I don't want to ignore them just because they're not like the pop of color, you know what I mean? So I do think that, I want to play with some of the more neutral ones. We played with these, they were really, really nice, and this is just a first impression, although at this point it's turning into the longest first impression of my life. So what I think we're gonna do is we're just gonna, like I said, we're just gonna play around with it like a more wearable look. I think that wearable could be fun. And quite frankly, I don't really think that we should delve into all that colorful moment again, because I don't know that I want to go back there. We're going to start by working one of these fantastic colors into the eyelid. Now, one of my favorite one of my favorite colors in this area of the palette was actually this color right here. It's almost like a matte terracotta shade. Like, I don't know what it is about that shade, but it's so beautiful. It has a ton of pigment and it looks beautiful. So that is actually this guy right here. We're going to take him first and start working him into the crease just like we did before. I love this color. When I swatched it, this was actually one where I was like, holy hell, I really like this. Oh my gosh, I love this color. This is so pretty. Now I think with this same brush, I really love, there's 3 yellows in here, like yellow oranges that I am just dying for. This one, and this one. I love those colors so much. They're all matte, but their color story blends together so beautifully. And I think I want to go in with this middle one right here, and I'm going to work that with the same brush into the upper crease area because I really want to see how these work together. And I want to see what colors like they kind of blend into. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And then on the uppermost part right up here, right before we hit the brow bone, I'm going to go in with this really fun bright yellow. I love that color. I already said this 17 times, but I love this color. I love this color. And I just wanted to let it kind of fade out into whatever that stunning brow bone is going to be. Now again, with the E45 Sigma brush, I'm going to go in with a darker matte brown, which is this guy right here. So this is the terracotta we worked with, and now this is what I want to deepen up that crease with. And I debated on doing like another halo eye, and I think I'm going to, but this time around it's going to be more of a spotlight eye, I'm thinking. And I'm going to go back in, I kind of place, this is how I love to do this. When I want a super, super faded look, I go in with the more pointed brush and I place the darker color like so, and then I'll go in with the other brush and I kind of blend everything together. There doesn't have to be any additional product. You can add more if you want. Like right here, I feel like I want a little bit more terracotta, so I'm going to kind of take that and just gonna boop, boop, tap it up in there. But I feel like it gives a beautiful gradient blend without ever being like too harsh in one spot. Now for this next part, because it is a shimmer, I'm going to be going in with some glitter glue first. You don't have to do this if you have more hospitable lids than I do. My lids are very textured and very oily, so if I put a shimmer on them, a lot of times it will not stay very well. If I wet a brush and put it on, it doesn't stay very well. So this works really well for me. This is the Too Faced glitter glue right here. I love this. NYX, which we are using NYX, so I should have went and got it, but they also make a very good glitter glue as well. Either one is fine. And I just like to take a little bit of this, and I don't do this part super structured because I don't want it to look structured. And that is always the thing that I tell people when you're working with any medium or anything like this. Remember what you're going for. If you want a structured look, use a brush. Use something that will structure the look. If you're wanting more of, like how I said, a sunburst, a more fluid design, don't be afraid to really get in there and be okay with it not being perfect, because you don't want it to be perfect. So I take just a tiny, tiny dot on my finger, and now I will apply that with my finger, and I just kind of tap it all over. I concentrate it where I know for sure I'm going to want the most product, which for me is, for this look, lower to the lash line, and then I kind of take and I tap it up in like a rounded motion like this. And what that's doing is it's dispensing the glue, but a lot more erratic than if it was just a solid chunk of glue. And now on my finger, I am going in with this, whoops, I'm going in with this shimmer shade right here, and we're just going to, on this finger, we're just going to pack it on over top of that glue, and yeah, just kind of go from there. It's just really nice, easy, simple, and holy crap, that is a gorgeous gold. Oh my goodness, I didn't think it was going to pay off that well. NYX, y'all are coming for it today, aren't ya? And now I'm going to go back in with the E40. There's no additional product on this brush, and I'm just going to kind of lightly run through the crease just to distribute, make sure everything it looks good and blended. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to finish up my face, do all the other stuff I have to do, and then when I come back on here, you guys, I really do want to have a talk about these moments that we played with today. Obviously we still have the lipsticks, and I just apologize for this video. It's so long, but you guys know I would rather give you a long video with all the information than a short one without information. So let me go ahead, finish up everything I have to do, and then when I come back, we are gonna chat. Okay, beautiful people, we are back. We have everything on. Hair is done, and I wanted to come on and give you some final thoughts. So here's what I'm gonna say. The first thing we're gonna talk about are these, oh, I want to make sure I pick them up in the right order. These are the NYX, oh god lord, Slip Tease lip lacquers. I did pick them up, like I said before, in 4 shades, and I'm obviously wearing one on my lips right now, but I wanted to give you the names. So I have them swatched right here. I just realized y'all couldn't even see those that far away. What good is that? So from top to bottom, we have Chic Appeal, we have Let's Get Physical, which is the one I am wearing. We have Rosy Outlook, and then First Date. So those are all 4 of them. I'm hoping that you can really see like the beautiful shine and the opacity, because it is stunning. Now, as I indicated before when I was talking about these really briefly, they are so comfortable to wear on the lips, you guys. Like the other day I wore this for most of the day, actually. Like I put it on when it came in the mail and I was like, oh, you know what, I just thought it was really pretty. I didn't have anything on, and I threw on this color. This is Let's Get Physical, same shade. I actually went and took it out of my purse, and I love how comfortable these are. These are like a hybrid between I'm trying to think. These are like a hybrid in between a regular liquid lipstick and a gloss, but with the undertone of a balm. Like they're very comfortable. They feel hydrating, even though like they're not hydrating, but they sit really nicely. They have a beautiful sheen to them that's somewhere between satin and gloss, but they dispense like a liquid lipstick. It is the most bizarre formula, but I really enjoy these. Like they're just so comfortable, and I really like these colors too. I think it's a beautiful arrangement of neutrals, and I think that it's really complementing, and the opacity that you get from these in just like one swipe is really beautiful, so you don't have to really layer it up. It doesn't get like thick or goopy or odd in any way. I just really have been enjoying these. Again, the one that I've been wearing the most, and then I believe I dotted on the really light one, the Chic Appeal. I put that on in the center of a lipstick to try and see how those wear, so I'll get back to you as far as how they wear with other products. But so far I have really been loving these. I just wanted to swatch the 4 that I picked up for you because I think they're a really fun little addition. So now we are going to move on to these other items. Of course, the cream eyeshadow and these little creamy pigments. You guys, I like these. I really like this foil pigment. I think this is a super unique play on a foil pigment. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with it. I think it worked good. Not for the eye look. It ended up, that whole thing fell apart. We know how that went. But as far as this as a product, I think it's super unique, and I'm definitely excited to play around with it a little bit more. I think it's very versatile, which I really enjoy. Now, the cream shadows, these ones I'm definitely gonna have to play around with before I can say yes or no, because this was really frustrating for me. I feel like I tried it like on and off of camera. I was playing with these, I was swatching them, I was kind of rubbing them all over my face before foundation, obviously. And what I think was so frustrating for me is that every time I kind of put them on, they either looked really intense and like almost like stuck in like a glob or a streak or something, but then when I tried to blend it out, it never worked. It would either lift or pull or drag some other color, and it was just really frustrating. So for me, I'm definitely gonna have to play around a little bit more with these, but I think that this is so unique and so fun. Now, the last thing we are going to talk about is, of course, this palette. You guys, I really enjoy this. I played around with this on and off of camera. You guys obviously saw the whole train wreck that took place on my lids before I turned the camera off and finished all of this. I think this eye look came together so quick, so easy. And what I like about this palette, and I was thinking about this off of camera, is how fun and slightly unique all of these colors are. Like if you think about it, we have all seen all of these colors, all. And I think it's cool because in this palette you get different like tones of other colors, like that terracotta shade that I just really enjoyed. It was different, it had different undertones, and it paired and it blended just a little differently than so many other shadows that are similar but different, and I really liked that. Same with this beautiful bright blue. I love that it transferred to the eyelid as bright as it was in pan. That is so rare for me when it comes to like blues, purples, anything like that. It can look beautiful and vibrant in the pan, and as soon as I put it on my lids, it's like darker, or it's patchy, or you can't build it, and then when you build it, it builds to a totally different color. That blue, it was so stunning. I put it on and it built up, and it built up to the same level and the same vibrancy that this one has. And I think that that is so magical. And I think that's like the general theme in here. Again, this is a first impression, so I can only speak for the first, like, what, you know, 7, 8 shadows that I used out of here. But overall, I really did enjoy this, and it's definitely something I will be playing with a ton in the future because I'm so excited. So you guys, that is it. That rounds up this huge, ridiculous NYX video. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I hope that it's something that you're just like, oh yes, holy hell, I'm curious. Also, I noticed when I was off of camera for a moment, I glued this lash about way higher than it's supposed to be. It's like glued to my actual eyelid. So yeah, you know what? Like I thought, should I fix it? And then I was like, you know, No, I don't mind. Look at that. It's like covered. Like you can't even tell. I got this new hairdo and it like kind of covers it. So we're just not even gonna talk about it. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe here, down below, all that good stuff. And also check the description box, all my social media Guys, I've been talking to the camera for far too long. It took me like literally 3 hours to film 4 hours to film this. Like it was just such a hot mess. But you guys, at the end, I think we pulled it out. Check the description box. All the social medias are down there. And please, please, please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next one. NYX, I swear by it. See what I did there?